With Black Clover coming back, I thought why not make a video talking about the 10 out of 10 chapters in the Spade Kingdom raid arc. This was a solid arc to me. There have been things I thought were issues in the long run, but overall, this was an average shonen war arc. I did feel like it went on a bit too long here and there, but after going back and rereading it, the flow was much better when I binged it versus reading it week to week. After rereading it, there were 5 chapters that really stood out to me as 10 out of 10 chapters, and 3 of them were the highest of highs for me. If you're new here, my name is Yuno, and now you know. If you enjoyed this video at any point, leaving a like would be appreciated. If you want to see more, feel free to check out the channel. If you like what you see, kick back, stay a while, and hit the subscribe button. Now, on to the video. Chapter 321, Excuses. I've said many times that Black Clover was an average shonen, and it does that very well. This chapter felt like a classic shonen chapter. Everything I said about this chapter is pretty much going to be a repeat from the top 3 chapters of the year video. I remember reacting to this chapter and feeling pumped when Asa stood back up. This chapter is the standard for Black Clover moving forward. Chapter 303, Glad Tidings. This was an epic conclusion to this fight. A lot of growth and understanding from Nazel, a character that I didn't really care for much at all. Him admitting that he was wrong all along does make me feel much better about him as a character. Him building up to this revenge and taking the burden alone because he couldn't tell anyone about the curse and trying to push Noelle away from the life of being a wizard. The reasoning does make sense to me because Nazel is a flawed character in hiding. And to cap it off, Nazel and Noelle got to hug their mother at the end. This chapter slaps. Chapter 308, Yuno Grim Burial. This was really cool for Yuno, and it totally made sense to me why he got a second grimoire. And I also think this is the first time we saw Yuno in despair. He usually gives brand expressions here and there, but we saw him cry. And Yuno is getting his birthright. When I first read this, I was a bit confused, but over time it made sense to me. Some people think this was an ass pull. I could totally understand where they're coming from, but I heavily disagree with that. Number 2, Chapter 331, And Time Starts to Move. The main issue I have with Black Clover is that there wasn't an endgame boss. Like, My Hero has Shigaraki, Naruto has Obito and Madara, Sakamoto Days have Slur. There was nothing where I felt like this is what we're building our skills up to fight. This chapter gave me that. The twist of the Wizard King being Lucius blew my mind and had the internet in a chokehold. I really love reading the clock theories, the foreshadowing throughout the series, and all that. This was an incredible chapter. Number 1, Chapter 293, Smash Injustice. God damn, this is one of my favorite chapters in the series of Black Clover. This may be my favorite chapter in the series of Black Clover. This really showed the theme of the story to me. No matter where you come from, no matter who you are, you can rise up to greatness. One of the things that I don't like in Black Clover is when a character gets a new ability and they just mastered it out of nowhere. I enjoy that Manga took the time to study and create a spell. At the end of this chapter, where Luck and Asta shows up is incredible. The 2 people that he thought of, the 2 people that he didn't want to disappoint and let down, shows up at the end of the chapter to seize his victory. It means so much to me that out of all the characters, Manga, arguably the weakest member of the Black Bulls, took out the villain that gave the team and the captain a hard time. This was the most earned victory in the series, an excellent chapter. And those were my top 5 chapters of the Spade Kingdom raid arc in Black Clover. Let me know down below what was your favorite chapter and why was it 293 Smash Injustice. If you guys want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, that way you'll know when it's out. If you like this video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike, doesn't really matter to me. And if you want to see more of me, catch me out on Twitter at If You Know You Know. Until then, you know where to find you know.